All right, so in order for us to like actually do creative leverage against the market, which is where most of the money is going to be, we're going to need to own Amplitude as soon as possible, so that way you guys can start implementing like correct changes. Because they have Endless Legend 2 in early access right now. It'll be pretty easy for us to shift things over to a creative build engine that actually makes sense instead of an engine for trying to calculate infinity. But we need to own Amplitude before their executive leadership council like figures out what's going on. We need to push all of their business people out of the way. They were the ones who are doing all of this, but we need to own that space before anybody else like knows exactly what's going on. I really have been. You can check through like all of the public and like in all of the files. I've been trying to be alarmist about this as loudly as possible for so long. It has driven me mad. But where the money is, it's on the market. But we need to own Amplitude, get all the idiots out of the way, get you guys running the company before you can figure out a way to extradite me to France. We can figure out that stuff later. We can fix that in post. But we want to make sure that the Endless Legends 2 experience improves immensely, both for the players as well as for the creators. Like I know that this game had so much passion poured into it because it really did make me want to write a 130-page AAR. It like these guys knew exactly what they were doing, and their business leaders wouldn't let them do it. So we need to own Amplitude immediately, and then we need to start figuring out how we can start doing resource allocation for designing Endless Chaos, because we need to get that one out the door like ASAP as well. And Amplitude is the creative design space for doing that in. And they really, I think they're going to kill it, because I think we can release a game that we design really quickly, produce really quickly, and sell at a really low cost to actually catch up with like Silksong money. So I think there are ways for us to do some pretty creative leverage here. We could also probably sue the people who sold all of these like small indie firms for like violating due diligence for not investigating 4Xs. Because if you investigate 4Xs, you immediately realize, no, this is not a deterministic game. This is a chaos game. We can't give them this tool. And so like there's a lot of leverage that we can generate in order to do market vulnerability trades. But like we need to make sure that we own Amplitude before the market catches up to us, so that way we can do some pretty creative destruction things, because I want to cast Fireball with you.